Andrew McCART, IFL TV in association with MTK Global. I'm here in beautiful Las Vegas where the sun is shining.
It is for once, it's nice.
For once, oh man, well, I'm loving it here. I've just arrived yesterday. With me I've got none other than Isaac Lowe. Isaac, you're in Vegas. This is probably maybe your second or third fight in Vegas, is it? Third fight in Vegas. You've got a tough opponent. We've just checked him out there. He's fought Shakur Stevenson. I'm going to try and pronounce his name. Alberto Guerrero.
Yeah, I can't pronounce
Well,
Mexican. Tough, yeah, good. 33 fights, 27 wins. He's boxed for the world title twice. He took Santa Cruz 12 rounds. He's been beat 5 times, but 3 of them have been for world titles. 2 of them for world titles, and 1 obviously against Shakur, who's a world champion now. And another 2 was 2 top, 2, I think they are even themselves on the verge for a world title fight. So the 5 people he's been beat by, he's been all at elite level. So for me to go on there on Saturday, I'm hopefully put a show on. I think it would make a statement of me belonging to showing people from last time. I do belong at world level.
That's what I was going to say. Obviously, you fighting somebody like Alberto, obviously, you fought guys like Shakur Stevenson, you mentioned Santa Cruz as well. Have you watched any of them fights, and is there anything you've taken from them fights?
Yeah, you can't really take much from the Shakur fight because I think he had a 7 days notice, 8 days notice, a bit chubby, and he come in late notice for it. But I watched the fight with Santa Cruz, which was back over in 2004, a bit of a while ago, but his output and punches was very high, throws a lot of shots, very good body shot puncher, a typical Mexican, tough fight and durable, do you know what I mean? But I believe it's the right time for me. I've always said I belong at the big stage, and I think from last time out, it was more of myself more than anything. I come in and camp way overweight. I was like 35 pounds over 6 weeks out, so it was more of a weight loss camp really, and it showed in the night. I boxed terrible, but this time around I'm fit, I'm in the shape of my life, I'm on weight now, and I'm raring to go because it's as I said, it's the biggest fight of the year by far. It's the biggest stage to be on. I'm out here in Las Vegas, all the cameras are going to be on, so if I can go and put a show on, and if I can get him out of there, I think I'm making a big statement.
You went on Saturday night, that you're in the world scene now, you're going to sort of like fight these fringe world level opponents and hopefully, obviously all going well, aim for that world title shot.
Yeah, of course. That's what I'm in boxing for, to fight for a world title. Do you know what I mean? I believe I'm good enough to do to fight for a world title. So I'm still only just turned 26. You know what I mean? I'm still learning. Everyone's learning. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, I would like this year to be a busy year. Obviously, hopefully, come through this on Saturday night. And I said I want to be fighting good people now. Do you know what I mean? And proving I belong at a world level, and maybe later on in the year get a world title shot or on the fringe for a world title. Do you know what I mean? That's what I want. I believe I belong at that level, and I think from after Saturday night, I think everyone's going to open an eye. I'm going to open an eye up to everybody, and I'm going to say, yeah, this kid is the real deal.
There was talk a few years ago when you drew up Ryan Walsh that rematch was going to happen. I mean, he's fighting this weekend as well on Saturday night with same night as you on the Golden Contract. Have you been watching the Golden Contract, MTK's Golden Contract? And if so, do you have a winner? Do you prefer any of the fighters in there?
To be honest with you, I haven't watched it yet. I've been meaning to watch the fight back. I can't remember. I was at a box show the night it was on, and obviously this time over I'm going to be over here. But it is good. It's a great tournament. Everyone who's in there's good top quality quids. You've got Lee Wood, you've got Jazzy Dickens, and you've got obviously Ryan, and who's the other one?
Tyrone McCullough.
Tyrone's in there. He's a decent fighter, so it's going to be good. All the best for all of them. But as I said, I've got my own eye on my job ahead. Do you know what I mean? I won't be looking at any of them fights, but I think they're all capable of beating each other on the night. Do you know what I mean? Jazz is good. Lee's awkward and tricky. Southpaw awful at tricks in. Ryan's switches shots and that. Do you know what I mean? He's powerful, but may the best man win. Do you know what I mean? All the best. And before you ask me, is me and Ryan going to get it back on?
You can read my mind.
I know you was going to say it. You never know. Obviously, if he comes through that and he wins that, and I'm still doing what I'm doing over here, and I'm fighting, and yeah, I love the rematch for him because I love to beat him up. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, everyone knows. It was actually funny enough how we're on about it. It was 2 year today. We fought for 17.
2 years today.
2 days. Yeah. I thought I won the fight, and obviously he's going to say he won the fight. But listen, it's a good fans for all the British fans who want to see it. I'm due for a fight back over home now, I think. So listen, I'll fight him or I'll fight anybody. Do you know what I mean? I made to fight them all this year. I want every one of them.
Obviously, we've talked about you fighting somebody who's fought the world champions on Saturday night. You want to propel yourself into the world stage now. The featherweight division is stacked with talent with the world champions. I'm guessing you're still featherweight division, yeah? Yeah. You look at the guys that are there. You mentioned Shakur Stevenson, Josh Warringtons and stuff like that. Is there a path that you and your team have mapped out for yourself to maybe take the WBO route, the IBF, WBC, or has there been a path mapped out for you?
Well, obviously I'm highly ranked at the minute in time with the WBC. I'm number 10, and hopefully after I kick some ass on Saturday night, that should be right down the lower end of the table. And then hopefully I'm in the WBC route. But anything what crops up, and I said obviously I'll be willing to take on any challenges. You know what I mean? That's what I'm in the game for. But to be honest with you, I can't see Gary Russell being down at the WBC for much longer. I think he'll move up. But if he stays down, then I'm willing to whip his ass. Or if he vacates that, I'll fight for that. Well, listen, I'll fight obviously any world title. Whoever I fight for a world title, if it's IBF, WBC, WBA, WBO, whoever I fight, they're going to be a worthy world champion. To be a world champion, you can't just win it on average. You've got to be good. You've got to be a world class fighter. So whoever I fight for, it's going to be the hardest fight of my life, and I'll have to make sure I'm 160% at my best, because nothing but my best. I won't win the world title, but I generally believe now I'm focused. I'm on the game. I know I'm in touch and distance from getting a shot. I believe on my day I can cause any featherweight in the world problems. I'm awkward. I can be tricky. I can go southpaw. I can go orthodox. I can dog it out if I need to. So yeah, but like I said, they're all tests and they're all hard, but we don't look past Saturday night.
Being that you are British, there's a British champion in that division, which is Josh Warrington. What's your thoughts on Josh, and if that fight presented itself to yourself, was that something you jump at?
Me and Josh are very good pals. I trained with him for 3 or 4 years, or maybe more. I really like Josh. He's a great lad. I love his dad, Papa Sean, and everyone down there. They're very close to my heart. Doncaster and Leeds, and the people around there. I train with Josh a lot, and it'd be an awkward situation. But I suppose if the fight ever did come along and got offered, how do you turn an IBF world title fight down? You don't. Mm-hmm. And I can assure you, we'd have to put it behind us for 36 minutes, and we'll have to have a good dust up, and then we'll go for a pint afterwards. But if it does happen, it happens. But I'll walk across that bridge when it happens.
I've got to ask, we're in Vegas. There's a reason why I'm in Vegas, not just for yourself. Obviously, I'm here for Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, the rematch, or Wilder versus Fury 2. You've been in camp with Tyson for a good few weeks now. First of all, how is Tyson looking? He's always in a good mood, he's always smiling, but you've seen him when the cameras aren't there. How is Tyson looking?
Yeah, Tyson's in the shape of his life at the minute in time, honestly. I know I'm going to say that every camp and that, but honestly, he truly is. He's in a very good place. His mind's on the job. As I said, even for myself, when we used to be in camp, we used to have Diet Cokes in the camp. If we had to sneak out, we'd have a protein bar. As every boxer probably knows, do you know what I mean? You get a little chance when you're dieting or you're in camp. You nibble at things and you get off track sometimes. But I can honestly say, Antara, for 8 weeks we've been out here, we've never done one thing but what we shouldn't have done. We've stick to the plan. We've went to bed at what we needed to do. We've done everything by the book. So if whatever reason he gets beat on Saturday or fight, even myself, we can't complain to put it down to anything. We've given it our all in training. We're at our peak. We're feeling good, and I really do believe Tyson will get him out there inside 6 rounds.
I was going to ask you a prediction on the fight. I mean, Tyson's come out and said that he would get him out there in 3 rounds. You're saying 6 rounds. What's difference in this camp? I know I'm going to ask you what's it like training with Sugar Hill Stewart, and obviously Andy Lee's been in the training team. Before I ask why Tyson's going to knock Fury out, I want to know what's it like with the new training regime with Andy Lee and Sugar Hill.
Yeah, it's been good. To be honest with you, I've been doing more training with Ogie. He's been training me for this fight. Obviously, Sugar and Andy's been helping out, you know what I mean, and things I've been doing wrong, putting them in place. But because obviously it's been working better if I train with him and he's training, that we can focus on full jobs and get one-to-one training. But yeah, as I said, Sugar's been on the pads and he's been looking at seeing other things, what he's been doing wrong, or his hands dropping, or and I've been picked up on. As I said, that's something we never had the last time out. It was just bent, do you know what I mean? And one man sometimes can't see from, if you're at this side, someone might see something different. 4 eyes are better than 2, as I said, do you know what I mean? So, but it's been going well. It's been a good camp. Everyone's been got on. And I just think, obviously, Tyson from last time come from the weight loss. I know they're going to show it, but he was weak when he went in that fight. He got in that ring about 18-4, 18-5. He was drained from hard training. Listen, it wasn't just the fact of the training. He was drained from obviously coming from the weight loss. He was weak. We thought he was like solid at the time, but when you look at him now and look at him there, he had loose fat all over him. He wasn't, do you know what I mean? When he catched an 8 Wilder, he never had the reflections or the stamina to go on him. We didn't know would he do the rounds comfortable. Now he's a fighting fit Tyson. Do you know what I mean? He's just come off a hard 12-round battle. He's match fit. He's up at the end, and he's at 19, round about 19 stone mark. He's solid. He's strong. He's been doing 12, 13 rounds constantly in the gym. He's match fit, and I'm telling you, his power's increased tenfold. Do you know what I mean? And I think obviously he's got to be wary of the right hand of Wilder, but take the right hand away from Wilder, he hasn't really got much. But what will happen this time around? I think when Tyson does hurt him, he'll be a lot quicker and a lot sharper on his toes and get him to finish him off. Do you know what I mean? Last time when he hurted him, he never really probably seen he hurted him, or didn't realise he did it, having gone, and he would have been tied into probably have had the gas to finish him off. Well, this time around, he will get him out there. But at the same time, Wilder's going to come looking for him from round one, so I expect fireworks for the word God, to be honest with you. I think one of them will get knocked out. Either Tyson will get knocked out or Wilder will get knocked out. I can't see it going 12 rounds, and I can't see it going past 6.
I've got to touch on it, obviously, because the sun is absolutely touching the back of my head there. So one more question before we get out of the sun, because I'm baking it. I'm absolutely baking in this.
Imagine being back at home, innit? With all them winds and snows and
Storm Dennis.
Whew, I feel sorry for you Brits.
So do I, to be honest. But final question before I let you go. Obviously, you touched on it here. You said Tyson's going to get him out there within 6 rounds. Tyson's came out and said he's going to get him out there in 3 rounds. Why? Why is he going to get him out there?
I don't know. Listen, we can say any number you want. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean jack shit. When you're in a fight, you're in a fight. It might take them 3 or 4 rounds to figure it out. You don't know how it might work. They might not go there and throw a punch for 2 rounds. You know what I mean? But I just think Wilder's going to come looking. I think Tyson will come looking, and I think whoever he catches will go. But this time around, Tyson's a lot sharper. He's a lot quicker. He's focused on the job. He knows what he has to do. And I think once he digs him and his little legs go buckle, where last time he never had the energy and he never had the power just to probably get onto him and finish off. This time you see a Rolls Royce engine go on into him and destroy him. I really do believe it, and I'm not just saying it. I really do think he'll get him out there in 6 rounds.
Well, you're not the only one that's thinking that.
Let's hope he does, and let's hope I get it over and done with in 6, and then we can go down Vegas and we can show you how the Brits party in Vegas, because I won't go to bed. I'll be like the hangover, when you wake up, I tell you what's side of your face.
Well, that's my plan. I told Coogan when I was coming over, that's my plan, to do the whole Vegas experience, not just the fight night, but I'm going all out, like Hangover.
Probably find me in the head somewhere with a pair of box shorts on or something. Never been to bed or something. Yeah, well,
right, Isaac, as always, thanks for this Fightful TV. Appreciate your time, and good luck Saturday night. Thanks very much, mate.
Thank you.